The goal at the start here is to get either a Wraith Bell or a Rancor pot in order to speed things up. Here you want to kill 4 enemies in order to get enough points for the throwing knives, as well as pick up any bombs you find. Don't forget that if you're playing multiplayer, you're going to need to times the number of consumables you'll need by the number of players, so either each player will need to buy the same amount of consumables individually, or you will personally need to carry 3 times as much. If the Scarab is here and you don't get both a Rancor and Magic Pot from the bodies and totems, you'll want to buy a Fire Pot here as well, just to help speed things up. The Scarab will give you enough souls for it. We're going to the left side first, as the zone closes on the right side, making it easier to deal with the mini-bosses over there. So on day 2, you'll want to circle around and clear out the left side's mini-bosses. We're just going to grab 2 easy ones here. Here I look back to check what item type it dropped, as well as the quality, as well as delay myself slightly, as I want to make sure that I'm waiting for this boss to finish its attack. You want to use the boss attack to damage this boss so that you can kill it quicker. The best thing I've found is to do a parry, but with Executor you could probably deflect them, and with Raider I assume you can headbutt. I don't know how his thing works. I have gotten gold items out of this mini-boss, so he is worth killing. Now, because the centipede lost sight of us for long enough, it's turned away, so we're just going to throw some knives and make sure to hit their head, and make sure not to fall over the edge. You'll only need 6 knives if you're close enough to the edge and also hit the head every time, but sometimes you'll need to throw a 7th, and just be safe, I do throw a 7th every time. Now's your opportunity to go pick up that item on the right there if it is a good one. But in this case, it's just a white, so I ignore it. Here's another one of those mini-bosses that have a chance of dropping golds. You'll just want to combo him the best you can, get him down. If you go too far forward, however, the other centipede will start aggroing and start hitting you, so make sure to fight him in this little area before the stairs. Now we're going to climb up and deal with the centipede with the other 8 throwing knives we have, or 24 throwing knives if you're in a full party. Make sure to take cover between their attacks so that way you don't die, because you're still level 1, and aim for the head. Make sure to add a couple breaks between your attacks in order to reset your aim for the head, because it does sway. You might be tempted to use any leftover bombs you have to speed up that centipede kill, but I think you should save those for later. That's also why I kill it with throwing knives here instead of the bombs that are up on top of this bridge. You'll usually get at least 2 magic bombs here, but you can get up to 6. I recommend holding on to as many as you can. Here's your chance to level up, and I would recommend doing so. If you're going for the main boss, head to your left and up those stairs, but I am going to continue with the mini-bosses. So down here is a royal revenant, surrounded by basilisks. I throw a bomb here of any type in order to knock the basilisks away, otherwise they'll death blight you to death while you're ulting. Try not to waste bombs like I just did, as they're useful on the assassin, and as you'll see later, that would have been really helpful for me. Now's the time to check the zone. If you've got time, head up. If you don't have time, just head towards the exit I'll show later. You do eventually want to head up here, as there's a chance of legendary at this corpse, as well as a guaranteed purple or gold at this box. If you can, ignore the knight for timing reasons, but kill him if you need to. Scarab. These corpses can also drop legendaries, so I'll at least open them, take a look. Do not knock this guy over the edge. He will get stuck on a little lip, and you'll spend ages waiting for him to fall off and then to die. And then his drop will spawn back up here, so you can't even pull him down to speed it up. Alright, now deal with the assassin. I fail here. Luckily, the zone often will close right next to the assassin, making it easy to kill them and also get your souls back. Try not to fight them out in the open here. If you're inside the walls, they get stuck more, making them easier to hit. Round 2 goes much better for me, although I waste my ult because instead of closing, they jump away from me. But this time I remember to actually equip my really strong purple weapon that I can wield now. If I had done that earlier, I would have probably won during the first fight. So here's the quick way out of the city if you beat the assassin first try, or have come back for them as I have. Note that there is actually sometimes a scarab right where I land, so you want to check for that. This lets you out in a nice spot. You can hit up some of the local areas or go fight the mini-bosses out front of the castle. I dawdle a bit getting back to the city because I know that I have most of it cleared out, so I fight a great boss or two. From here, we're going to skip all the mini-bosses to head to the main one, but there is a lot of item pools to check over here, so just in case there's a legendary, I decide to check them. I know that there's another assassin to fight, so I grab some more bombs as well, because again, I don't do well with Wilder versus Assassin. Nothing particularly amazing, I'm just running through here. I do throw a bomb at the assassin before realizing, hey, I need to throw those at my feet, not directly at it. I keep reminding myself of that, but forgetting. And then I head over to the main boss because I realize I'm wasting some time here when I could come back with more power. You can tell which Ghost Knight will drop rewards by if they have Deathlight on their weapon. So I prioritize that one because I know the other one won't follow me into the boss arena. I'm just going to skip over this till the end, because I don't want you to see all my bad gameplay, and also the fact that you can just fight the boss yourself. This isn't a boss fight tutorial, it's a routing and location of stuff tutorial. Like I said, easier comeback with better gear from killing the main boss than to fight him earlier. So over here is the duplication location. I don't really want to bother with the knight, so I just throw in the legendary because dual wielding funny. I forgot that the mimic troll was part of the remembrance, so I do come back to fight it a bit before realizing, hey, I don't actually want to complete the remembrance on this character. This boss gets staggered easily, so just a lot of heavy attacks on their legs will knock them down. However, they don't have a weak point for you to critical, so don't bother rotating around. Instead, just hit them. You can tell I normally use swingy weapons and not pokey weapons. Here's where I'm confused by the mimic troll and go, why is that boss there? I've never seen that before. Let me go kill it. I'm glad I saw that this cannot be interacted with right now, as I 100% would have interacted with that in confusion, and then completed the remembrance, which I did not want to, so that I can test further in the future. One last mini-boss in the city, right here, so I go and kill him. After that, you've got the hippo, the horsey lady, and the dragon outside. Want to kill them. I don't bother, as they tend to be annoying, except for the hippo. Hippos sometimes work.